toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cyclones will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawkeyes offense will get the ball first. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, Dave.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Hawkeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. And it's great to be home. It's awesome to be where you are.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This ground trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. When you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's the one danger defensively when you'd want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Give to the back. Plows through the defense. Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Warren. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty.
For this offense coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He wants to throw. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why?
He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Setting up the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. On On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Got his man down the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Gets it out quickly. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Lee. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. pitches to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cyclones! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Iowa State, 17. Iowa, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tight.
Turning it on. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. The Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Right on the money. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Brown.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. That's 20. He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
31, Iowa, 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little extra time. Snags it on the right. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets open down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The short hand. It's Anderson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. Barges ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this first down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Finding open areas. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the inside.
nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. Pressure. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
They'll try to power it in. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's going up top here late in the game. Snatches it on the right. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.